you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will kick it away to start. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They go to the ground. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Looking downfield, it's Tyree. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. Right down the middle. Ripping through the defense. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Aggies!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. First down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. Third down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
He'll take it on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Aggies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for a man. It's Tyree. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Fires on the move. Finds a man on the left. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Swings it out to his running back. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw right near the line of scrimmage, but I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Good news for this offense is it hasn't taken them a long time to get into a rhythm in the passing game. That's already his 100th completion on the season. He'll put up some big numbers this year if they keep up at this pace.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
They'll move the wide receiver. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it to the back. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision.
And I tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back. Make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to 4th down.
A field goal try would have been a 51-yarder. They'll opt instead to try to move the chains on 4th down. Makes a grab past the marker. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent off the field.
They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6.
Get set.
Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here he goes breaking the pocket. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision-making.
Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And look at the quarterback. Look at the players on offense. They're over looking at the sidelines, begging to stay on the field and try and score this touchdown. They've been on the field for so many plays, for so long. When you've done all that work, you want to capitalize and you want to score a touchdown. You don't want to be kicking a field goal at this point.
Snap to the back. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Tyree. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
Here's the handoff. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel as stats will show you. Time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. The RPO, it's complete. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the offense on third down, they're just trying to spit the ball out quickly and see if they can get a block and get north. But defense, really nice job getting after the catch, getting a tackle, and now setting up fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
What a great job by this defense. You get the third down stop, and you're like, yes, put my hand in the air, fourth down, force a punt. They go for it, and you get a stop and set your offense up in great field position already. Nice job by this defense.
He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverine. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the field.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to them, braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on fourth down. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. You think that was a straight go, or they just sort of went with gut feel as to whether the defense was going to relax on that 4th and 1?
I don't know, but I know this. As a coach, I'm not giving a lot of freedom for gut will on the own side of the field if we're going to go for it on fourth down. I think they probably understood, listen, it's 4th and 1. I like our chances to get 1 yard, and they went for it, and by the way, they got it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The give to the back. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This could be a major turning point in this game, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking to pass. Right down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They have it once again in spectacular field position. Cat throws toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you could turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
The Aggies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. He's got it, first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Heaves it on the run. He's got it on the outside. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Really good job there on the pitch and catch. You think about Texas A&M and their ability to recruit receivers in recent years. It's been about as good as anybody, I think. You think about names like Mike Evans, Christian Kirk. They're getting guys not just in the state of Texas, but nationally that want to come to College Station and they want to catch passes in this offense. They knows that gives them a chance to play on Sundays, and this guy, I think, is going to be one of the...
Turning it on! Oh, it's a fumble! He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense wants to bring the heat. Back to throw, it's Tyree. Trying to set up the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
It's 1st and goal as Texas A&M comes to the line. The option look. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Man, those sweet feet could dance on a light bulb. He's out to the 23.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield, it's Tyree. Caught. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Texas A&M going up tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Aggies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Gets it out fast. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Texas A&M back to work with another first down. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Dropping back, it's Tyree. Got his man. Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. That is no good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
One more snap coming before halftime.
Let's go!
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Gonna let it fly. Snags it inside the 20. Boy, he almost finished his half with a bang, and are they lucky to get him stopped? They're eager to head to that dressing room right now. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Michigan offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well, because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first.
There he goes. Smashes through the tackle. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The short hands, it's Carney. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
They get him on the ground, but that'll be enough to give Texas A&M a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football, can't follow through his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Running game got it done on the last play, now it's 1st down. Right back to the well. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
They think there's room to run to the right here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Here's the pressure. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. He might want another play. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Oh, they're after him. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They'll leave it with him. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Aggie! Once he got some room, it was over.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Going to sling it on second down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reed.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The give to the tailback. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to fire on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. The Wolverines look to keep this drive humming. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Got it in the middle. It's Reed. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. Made a defender miss. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
It's so nice as a quarterback, but it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's got great speed. Oh, what vision. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now the deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
A salt into her wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Can't get him to the ground. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. And they're not on the same page there.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got a man. It's Reed. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Got room to work. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The offense changing the play. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
He's going for the big play. Just about had another one picked off. They've already thrown 3 in this game. They're lucky it wasn't 4 there. They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Under fire. They got him for the sack, and they'll get the ball back after the 4th down stop.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
They're working that left side. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
So now it's 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength. Both.
Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to pass. It's Tyree. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He moves the chains and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number one. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side. And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And here they come going for the 1st down on 4th and 2. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing